Hello, how's it going? So, welcome to the stream. It's Monday, the 5th of April 2021. Here we are, still stuck in our pandemic, and let's try and forget about it for this evening and enjoy some nice, crispy demons. Whatever the hell these things are, aliens. I want them to be more like aliens than demons, but I do want a touch of the occult referencing like the other side and all that shit. So, yeah, hope you're doing well. Um, Today we're probably gonna get up to just coloring the creature, and then hopefully we'll get to some modeling. But I'm not sure if we're gonna get that far, but we'll see. Let me just harass my Discord to let them know that I'm streaming now. Do do do. Where are you? Where are you? Hang on, I forgot to post this in Discord. There we go. I hope everyone doesn't get annoyed by that. Oh, I just shared my channel. That's a bit awkward. They know that channel. Let me just send the link to the thingy-majiggy. There we go. And oh, look at that, 4 likes already. Oh, they're gonna get annoyed. I'm just everyone again. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, hi. People just coming. I'm a bit like, I feel a bit wired today. I started like an add-on medication for ADHD, and I feel like I'm like, whoa, man, just a bit out of it. I'll sue you. How's it going, Jimmy? It's getting quite exciting in Stranger Things right now. I can't remember which episode we're on. Alright, that's good. I wanted to have a giant eyeball, but maybe that's too giant. I don't want it to look too much like the thing from the Kang and Kodos from The Simpsons, you know? Because I think I'm going to give off that vibe if I'm not careful. Even though this guy just be vibing his own kind of thing. But some people are quite judging, you know? They'll just think, yeah, that's just it. Simpsons did it, you know? Like this is probably the hardest thing, is trying to figure out what fits in this space. If anything, it should be a head. I really liked having some kind of like demonic looking face, but I don't know how to pull it off without it looking cartoony. Maybe if I just like do this. No. Put a Big Mac on it. God, you love your Big Macs, don't you? Maybe it can have like those kind of eyes that don't have pupils, you know? Hey, Resi LX, how's it going? Glad you liked my video the other day. Like, I don't know, do you think maybe he could have an even bigger mouth? This seems like a pretty silly place to have a mouth, really. You hate them now? Why? You ate too many? Maybe we could go for that Pope look we were going for first, the kind of squid like top. Let me get a picture of a squid. Let me find a picture of a squid boy. Oh, damn. God, it's really hard to get everything to fit on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, let me just get the picture of the squid. Yeah, I feel like I'm on a different planet today, to be honest. It's a really strange feeling. Yo, Highwind. How's it going, dude? I'm alright. What's your favorite thing from McDonald's? Do you ever eat McDonald's anymore, Highwind? Ooh. So, squid. Let's get a picture of a squid. I'll involve you guys by showing you the picture of the squid. So this looks like a beach squid. I don't know if it's real. I guess it's probably real, right? God, let me look at it. I'm not interested. I just want to look at the fish. Oh, here we go. So, as you can see, this is a squid. I eat, although very rarely, McDonald's. And what do you get if you do go there? Do you have some kind of special thing that you like to eat? See, I want it like half squid, half Pope hat, maybe. I don't like poisoning myself on a regular basis. Oh, I do. It's good for you. It builds immunity, right? Am I right, fellas? Okay. Just putting a little bit of music on. We'll listen to the soundtrack to Abe's Odyssey today. If it gets too loud or too quiet at any point, just let me know. Chicken nugs. Chicken nugs have been my Achilles heel since I was yeah, that's where it starts, isn't it? Immunity for tortured beef. Wait, what? You don't like beef? So if someone said to you, where's the beef? You'd be like, not friggin' here. Hey, Miguel, sorry, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I wanted to learn about delegates for a long time, but never keep... Yeah, like, they're honestly so... it seems really, like, scary at first. I don't know if you read the comment in my video, but I added one after, because I forgot to mention that people should... Well, you should always make sure that you de-assign a method from a variable in the disable command. In the disable method, sorry, or destroy, if you just destroy it. Because if you try and... If you just remove... If you delete a game object that has a method assigned to that delegate without doing anything else, then it will throw an error because it's trying to call a method that no longer exists. Oh, okay. How are you, Miguel? Is this upvote? What's that upvote hat? Dude, the goat-eyed Mr. I... Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to get some of that vibe back. Like, I really want this priesty kind of top to it. I'm trying to get some kind of squid shape too. But I think if he had like rear-facing eyes, that could help. Not rear, but side eyes, you know? Even though he probably is quite the predator, but maybe it doesn't work the same in his place, you know? Like, not actually, but just like... But that's just the kind of vibe he gives off, you know? But he's actually all organic. Oh, yes, check out Mr. Dr. Eyeball, all organic, 100% gluten-free. No added sugar. Only loads of honey. Honey's good for you. Eat it. Hey, J-Ski, how's it going? Maybe he could be the Screecher to stuns. Eat sugar. What do you mean the Screecher that stuns? He's not a Screecher. If I just make these look a bit more sinister. Is that doing anything for you? Good, and you? Yeah, but we already have the stunning Screecher, you know? Yeah, I'm doing good, J-Ski. Pretty excited to be doing this again. I cut my own hair today. I think that's the first time I've ever done it and not had to shave it all off afterwards. Because usually it's like one bit goes and then it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna screw this up, aren't I? I wanted him to have something on his forehead because someone said like a third eye yesterday. Like, I want him to have some kind of extrusion here because he's like, you know, he's a psychic type enemy, I guess, if we were talking Pokemon. So he's going to be, yeah, using his powers. I was thinking about like adding a brain here, but then I thought actually that's going to make him look like Mojo Jojo or something from Powerpuff Girls, right? Have you seen the movie Sinister? No, what's it about? Like the pupils dilate. You like the... Oh, okay. Maybe that's better for you. I like the skull kind of stuff that was going on with the last one. Maybe can I have elements of that? I'm originally from England. I saw how Skeletor in He-Man became Skeletor. What happened? Oh god, this hair's reminded me of Marge Simpson as well. Maybe there's some more elegant head shape he can have. Needs bug Ari eyeball in the middle of its head. You mean... We did have one on top. Maybe I could try adding the top eyeball again and see if that works out. Ugh. If it starts to look a bit phallic, don't worry, that can be scary too. No, that the end of that looks way too sus. Yeah, I live in the Czech Republic now. Have done for a few years. Oh god, that's not gonna work. No matter what I draw, I'm gonna just see it now. He threw a glass vial of strong acid. He-Man, it bounced. Ah, interesting. Is that how you spent your Monday, Herb? Highwind. Yeah, maybe he could have like a grosser eyeball. Sorry for spoilers. Yeah, I gotta admit I'm not that invested in the He-Man lore. I'm gonna make it like squid-like though, or goat-like, whatever. I'm putting Metal Gear Solid on again. Like, this is a bit too much. Wikipedia. So what you guys been doing today? That was last night. Sometime YouTube me. Wait, what? Maybe I could try the eyeball and stalk idea that someone said yesterday. Or maybe like the top half of his head is like split open. These aliens look kind of half alien. Well, not aliens, but these interdimensional beings look kind of half alien, half something else. Sorry, I think the music was too loud. I just turned it down a bit. So let's add some cracks here. Okay. What about if the question was, what if aliens got infected by this virus? So there's like two things happening at once, you know? Because of the way the eye goes, it looks like he's like really happy and smiling now. That's funny. I think Englishmen were aliens to original Yeah, well, but I mean not space aliens, but interdimensional aliens. Maybe I'll just have one of those white eyes or like very grey. I don't know, man. Have you ever seen a Nautilus? No way, dude. You live in Czech. Thank you a lot for your tvorbu. I don't know what tvorbu means. This is what COVID... Oh, content. Cool, now I know. This is what COVID-19 did to aliens when it came to... Yeah. Oh, someone said about having the brain open. Maybe we could do it, but it doesn't need to be so huge. Because I like these two little eyes, you know? I thought that might be the first thing you say, but you come in here. On a totally different matter, I need to get mods eventually, right? I've got Highwind here, who was my loyal mod on Twitch. So I might ask you, dude. If you are up for it, that is. Well, I don't want to be patronizing, but you're a little young to be a mod. Just because the reason I say that is I had a mod before and he was like a similar age to you a couple of years ago, and he decided to go on like a banning rampage just because he was like trying to make a joke, and it really like upset a bunch of my viewers. So, you know, I don't want to repeat that again. I need to know you for a while before I'll do any thinking about mods. Well, that's what we do. We use our experience to try and predict the future. And now we're not especially good at it, but I just want to be sure. And to be fair, it doesn't matter what age. I would still like to know the person for a long time before they became a mod. I knew Herb for like 2 years before he was my mod, I swear. Maybe. Okay. I like this. But I might change these horns a bit. Hello. It sounds familiar. Had I joined your channel yet when it happened? Yeah, you were there. I think you were snoozing because you didn't catch it happening. It actually... It doesn't mean never, but it would be the same for anyone. It just, you know, it's nice to know someone for a while before they have the opportunity to, like, you know, do something like ban people, for example. With great power comes great responsibility. Oh, I hear a little baby. Maybe I'll give him horns like Freezer second, or is it first? It looks like he's got a batarang shoved through his head or something. Oh, that's a tired baby, I hear. I kind of like that. Yeah, like actually these extra ones kind of make him look like a king or something. I like that vibe. Okay. No. Oh, just was met by fallout of it all. After kid. Is that ordinary crying in the back? Hey, Jimmy, be nice. Right. Ordinary Failure's been a very loyal to this channel, and I appreciate him. Or her. I'm guessing him. I don't want to assume, but... Okay, so I'm actually going to go straight ahead with the modeling, because I don't... Wait, me? Me? I'm trying to be nice, dude. Okay, so... Oh, I need to find a way of rotating this image. How do I do that? Maybe if I just... do that? Oh, yeah. Then we got our concepts to work with. Oh, the Jimmy guy. Yeah, don't mind Jimmy. Jimmy just likes to cause chaos. You know, I was thinking if the channel gets a bit more like established and stuff, and I have time, I might stream playing some survival horror games, because then if people come in, you know, and they're like, oh, I love this game, I can be like, well, you should check out the rest of my videos because I'm making a game like this. because at the minute, as nice as it is to have people who are into, uh, making games themselves, it would be nice to get some of the people who just love those games too. Right. Okay, so I'll make a little thing for this. Wow, what a mansion! How's it going, Gaming Chair? Jimmy, you like the Joker in the Dark Knight movie? Oh, do you remember when that meme was like the biggest thing? It's like it's like some people just want to watch the world learn, and there's just someone like, I don't know, teaching or something, and it was ridiculous. It was like so much all the time, 100% non-gluten-free memes. Hang on, I'm just finding a way to add the image here. Okay, so this one wasn't inspired by a potato. We should make that clear to people. But it is inspired by stuff, probably. Now, how the hell I'm going to turn this into a model in Blender, or if it's even going to work, I don't know. I've never tried to do something so wiggly. So it'll be interesting to see if we can do it. 2-foot sheep, hey. This looks like it's going to be a bit complex. Yeah. I remember there used to be like this big joke about like nerdy people doing the Joker laugh and like cosplaying as him. And that kind of cringy stuff. Easy peasy. Would they float in the air or slide along? Well, I was thinking that they would slide and their like body would rotate and their head would stay in place, you know? You want them to slide along the floor? Start with a torus. I forget what a torus is. Is that like a circular donut shape or something? I got a few favorite movies. So I kind of wanted torus, but I want this inside to be like flat, I guess. Hang on, let me add the torus again. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll start with the head first. Building a naval ship, a Dutch fleet day, stepping away from horror while the sun is out. I can only do horror. It would be cool. You guys certainly know your donut shapes. I'm sure there's a way of like changing. Oh yeah, here, add torus, major segments. I want it to have a lot less because obviously we're going for the low poly look. We can't have too many. It can't be too exactly round. Yeah, I love horror. But talking about films, what my favorite film is, like when I was younger, I really used to like Fight Club a lot. Like I haven't watched it so many times recently, and I think it's because I'm not so rebellious anymore, you know? Okay, inner radius. Oh, maybe I can do that, yeah. Oh, is it gonna be stupid about it? Oh, damn it, I've got to do it again. No, actually, I am going to start with a head. So, yeah, Fight Club's a good movie. Thinking of something I've seen recently. I like psychological horrors. So, or psychological thrillers. So I really like Memento, for example. So if anyone's ever heard of that, that's a pretty cool movie. Yeah, I've watched Shutter Island, but I know that it's got Leonardo da Vinci in it, but I don't remember all that much about it. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon. Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci, you know, the one with the beard, makes all the machines, acts in the movie sometimes. DiCaprio? I don't mean DiCaprio, I mean Da Vinci. What are you talking about, stupid? Ba, 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 ba. I mean, if you were like Leonardo DiCaprio, it's quite cool to be confused by someone who thinks that you're actually some Italian inventor, right? He was Italian, right? I'm not sounding stupid. He's a man of many talents, yeah. So let's try and get this jaw shape kind of how we want it. It's got a kind of point to it, so we may want to accentuate that here. It honestly takes me so long to do this kind of thing though. And this kind of thing seems like the kind of thing where I'd have the jawbone as a separate object. Django is a baller. I never seen Django. The game volume? Okay. I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I like Quentin Tarantino movies, but the guy himself seems like such a tool sometimes. He's like so like moody at everyone. He's literally like his coffee character in Pulp Fiction, you know. Yeah, I know my coffee's good. Whatever he says about it. That's good. Another good movie though, Pulp Fiction. I know it's like talked about enough by every like friggin' media class, but it's good. Yeah, this pops to mind with stressing. Sharknado. I actually haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it. So, where's my picturino? I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Like, his top half of his head is going to have to be something. You know what? I think I'm just going to have to build the base out first. The buttery biscuit base. Oh, maybe I could do it with a cylinder and then just really lower the amount of these. But one thing is that I should probably make it asymmetrical so that it looks less unnatural. Add cylinder, so like 7 or 5. And 5 won't be enough maybe, unless I do a lot of subdivision, but that's going to end up weird. And to be fair, it's going to be hard to subdivide with 5, right? Hey, Invisible Warrior, how's it going? Nice to see you. All hail Lord Arcadia. Yes. Feed my ego. With every comment I become stronger. Like, have you seen that movie that's like, is it just called like The Birds or something? It's pretty close to Sharknado level of quality, I think. So, I don't know if to do this all in geometry or what, but maybe I'll turn on smooth shading. Oh, I've got to do that in smooth shading to get an idea about if it's going to be too obvious or whatever. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, bird attack. Oh, fuck. I forgot as well. The Room is such a legendary film. like I get that it's really like sucky, but me and the wife watch it a lot because we just love to laugh at it. It's quite satisfying. And there's a good movie out of there. What's it called? Fuck. It's not called Fuck. It's called The Disaster Artist. I use strict PS1 authenticity, like not having too many faces. So when I finish the end of I try and make the amount of triangles at the end, like in the corner, the same as the models that I use for reference from Resident Evil 2. But I'm not as strict as maybe some people are about things. So maybe I can have some bony ass neck. A bony old behind. That would be cool. The platform? I haven't heard of that. Have you guys seen a disaster artist? If all that stuff in there is true, it's pretty friggin' nuts, to be honest. Like all the stuff that happened there. What's WIPs? I actually don't know what that is. I don't have a Twitter, but I've considered setting it up. Oh, work in progress, sorry. Well, I have my Discord. I put stuff on there sometimes, whatever I'm working on. I did used to use this thing called, what's it called? Milanote. But for me, it just... It felt like I was wasting more time updating it than I was getting from planning with it, you know? Oh, I've learned what a whip is. That's a good joke, right? Okay, so we got a basic shape down. W what? Let's maybe extrude some faces to get an idea of the tentacles. I will be breaking these into maybe separate objects later. Like, that's the route I've gone with so far. So I think that's how I'll carry on. But I don't want to, like, limit myself if it just won't work that way, you know? Hey. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Like, where the hell on this guy... would you even... Oh, actually, I'm probably going to insert a face to do that. That would make more sense. So if I press I... By the way, do you know how to get the like commands that you're typing to come up on the side of the screen? I've seen some people do that, and I think it's helpful if people are learning, but I don't know how to do it. So that's the problem. It's an add-on. Okay. Is it one of the ones that's just in the default thing you can just add? Or is it one that you have to download? Because my mum doesn't let me download things. I think you have to download it. Oh, damn. Just kidding. My mum's like a downloading wizard. She loves downloading stuff all the time. Every second of the day, always on some new download trip. It's like some episode of I don't know, the X-Files. Actually, I like the X-Files, to be fair. Can you make a more dick-like? Sorry for my bad. Hey, what? Hello, Eduardo. I don't understand what you mean exactly, but maybe if you... My mom once pulled the electric... Oh, dude, I realized I was playing too much World of Warcraft once, because, like, my mom came in my room. I think I was, like, 15, or, like... No, I was probably a bit younger than that. Like, I'm just saying that because I don't want to feel embarrassed, right? I think I was literally 15, and I was playing World of Warcraft, and she was like, "Go to bed." I was like, "But ma'am, I'm in the middle of a raid," and she was like, "No, you got to go to bed. You got school in the morning." So she unplugged the power cable from my PC, and I got really annoyed, you know, because I was in the raid and because I don't like dangerously powering off my PC. So I like grabbed the lamp. I had like a clay lamp, and I swung it around my head like a mace or a flail, whatever, and I smashed it against the wall. God, yeah, it took my mum a while to forgive me for that. I done some really stupid stuff. What's Fox Mulder? I watched 3 seasons of the X-Files, then stopped all of a sudden. Oh, if you like the X-Files, then I friggin' love Twin Peaks, dude. Directed by David Lynch. It's like so good. Hello, the design is good, but I think the dick needs to be more gigantic. Oh, I get it, Eduardo. There's no dick. These are just tentacles. Monkey. Fox Mulders. Oh, Mulder, yeah. And Scully, right? I didn't know their name was Fox. But yeah, Twin Peaks, dude. If you guys haven't seen Twin Peaks, you should definitely check it out. It's got some really like cool music too, and some really lame music, but it kind of works. Eduardo was trolling us, guys. Trolling. Can you believe it? In this day and age. Oh, I love this song. Yeah, no. Not quite, Eduardo. I think I might get done for streaming that. So, I could have probably saved myself a bunch of time here by just extruding all the faces out at once. Done? Yeah. Yeah, you know, you get done. You get told off. You get wrong. You know that? I don't know. It is kind of weird to see so much of that stuff being advertised everywhere. But I guess whatever, you know. I guess it must make money, otherwise they wouldn't do it, right? You never heard of being told off? It's like if your mum, you know, if your mum tells you off, she's like giving you a good hiding. I'm just gonna do do what Jesus would do here. Select all of these, press I. No, actually I was right the whole time. Huh. Actually, I think there's a way of getting around that, but we don't need to worry about it right now. So let's just do all of these inserts. I got a few videos coming out. Yeah, I know, Gaming Chair. Amazing work. Are you texturing to scene 2? I have a lot of problems when it comes to texturing. I hope so. I hope I'm going to end up, but I don't know. We still got like an hour to go, potentially. So maybe we'll start texturing. Like, do you use a like any kind of pen, Eduardo? This is going actually better than I expected. I gotta find a way to get them under cream, castrals, everything around me. Okay. Okay. Oh, guys, what's your favorite Resident Evil? I'm curious. And if so, why is it your favorite? I would be very interested to collect that data. You got this. Yeah. Oh, did I just double insert? Oh, that doesn't sound good. What kind of pen? I mean for when you're texturing, do you have like a graphics tablet with a pen? I guess I should have said a graphics tablet, not just a pen, because it's pretty useless without a tablet, right? Because that, like, seriously made me much better at texturing. Like, I thought I just couldn't do it, and then well, my wife got this pen, so we both use it, but she hasn't been using it much recently, so I'm pretty much just using it. And you've got all the pressure sensitivity and everything. Well, one thing I'd recommend, like, I'm by no means an expert, by the way. I'm pretty I still got a lot of ways to go with art, but when it comes to the way I do things, I can tell you that, and you can use it if you like. So I like to start with the darkest kind of shade, and then just work in layers that way, backwards. Hurry up and catch me. I think this is the music in the Grey Fox. Well, it's in a few places maybe. Let's try and make these kind of a bit less symmetrical. But when I was referring to texturing, it's more about UV mapping. Well, I mean, if it's just about UV mapping, like with something like this, there's no way I'm going to go around and screw around with everything. Like, if it's a humanoid character, I like to do the project from view to unwrap. I kind of mark seams, but I just mark them so that I can see visually what I'm doing. But when it comes to something like this, I'll probably just do a smart UV unwrap and not worry about it. The only thing you've got to worry about is what direction the pixels are facing. So all of these things will have to have the pixels facing the same direction probably, otherwise they'll look messy. I just realized this is going to be a lot of texture work because you can't really mirror this too well. Well, we could have added a mirror modifier to, like, so that we could do it work on all the sides, but I think it's better to do it this way so we have some kind of organicness to it and it's not too tune, because I don't want it to be too mechanical looking, you know. It's got to have some of its own character. Like Razialex, the thing that keeps me going is probably a combination of things, but one thing for sure is the fact that I'm treated for ADHD now, because before I was treated I never could do anything that I wanted. I talk about this a lot, so I'm sorry to get like lame about it again, but it's like before I was treated for my ADHD, before I was diagnosed, I literally wanted to do so many things but just couldn't push myself to do anything. I was always smart in school but always failed because I never applied myself. The teacher said, you know, he just doesn't apply himself. He's smarter than this, but he just doesn't care enough, you know. And I was told my whole life I just don't care enough about anything, and that's why I'm a failure and always going to be a failure. But like, even my own dad said, he said he wasn't disappointed when I kind of decided to pursue music originally, because he always figured that I wasn't the one who was going to succeed in our family anyway. I was like, whoa, that's like pretty hard to hear. That's pretty heavy, right? Yeah, I was like, before diagnosis, I was just a complete mess with everything. I couldn't organize myself. I couldn't organize even basic things in life, like looking after myself. My wife pretty much did everything for me. Bless her. It was like, I think he wasn't trying to say it in such a bad way. It was like my sister was more obviously academic, and I never showed any interest in school whatsoever. I always just wanted to do anything but that. And the more I think about it, the more I think was the reason that I kind of gave up, because I just wasn't stimulated enough, you know? Because ADHD is really interesting. The reason that people are kind of distracted is not because they can't focus. In fact, people with ADHD can focus extremely well on things that they enjoy. For example, video games. They can hyper focus, and the reason is because it's giving them constant feedback, and it's very rewarding. You get a lot of dopamine. You get your dopamine fix very easily from that. And it's like these kids who have ADHD and they're like running around like crazy. The reason they can't sit still and just work on one thing is because their brain is desperately seeking to balance the level of dopamine. It's looking for some excitement so that it can get back to the way of feeling normal. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Oh, hang on. I gotta get the baby a sec. They probably heard you say that, you know. Oh, darling. 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 Oh. She's sleepy. I'll mute my mic so that you don't have to hurt your ears. I'll be right. Oh, actually, she's calmed down now. So yeah, yeah. If you think you have ADHD, like, do yourself a favor and go get checked for it. Bring a family member there with you, because your family members can be way more. They give way better evidence than you ever could. Because, you know, you can just look at all these symptoms online and think, yeah, I've got ADHD, or, you know, I want to take a stimulant so I can work better and stuff. But, like, if you have ADHD, it's pretty obvious, because when your parents kind of describe to the doctors what it was like with you in school, they'll know instantly if you had it or not. Well, for me, I know that I need medication because I've tried every alternative route out there, and I can't just magically make dopamine appear in my brain. I could do things to increase dopamine in the short term, like exercising and, you know, things like that, but we're talking about a major unbalance. So people who have it pretty bad, like I do, I think a lot of them may need medication. Like mine was caused by, you know, well, it's not, my mom kind of smoked when she was pregnant with me, and I don't like blame her for that now. She had like a really shitty situation when we were growing up, and like apparently that's one of the things that can cause it, because you're getting all this dopamine when you're the baby. You're used to this like kick from the nicotine, and then after a while, after you're born, you don't have that same thing anymore, and your brain's kind of adjusted to have that level of dopamine while you were growing. So it's quite depressing for that. But like, I don't hold it against my mom. It's just the way things panned out. Like, she's a really kind, lovely woman now. She just had a really hard, like, time when she was younger. Anyway, Tilly, hello. Everyone's gone quiet. Did I scare everyone off with my deep feelings? Oh, really, dude? Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Some people are. It's just to do with your genes, you know. It's about the structure of the brain and the shape of the brain, in some cases. So there's just less. For example, the reuptake of dopamine is just much faster for some people. This is gaming and life. The baby's trying to grab the pop shield. You can't have the pop shield. Say dada. Say dada. She's just looking at my headset that she wants to steal it off me. Yeah, I just need to add the spikes onto the ends of these and then we should be pretty good to go. Say Jimmy. Jimmy. She smiled. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of research on a whole bunch of kind of psychiatric conditions because for years I've been trying to figure out what was wrong with me, and ADHD is a bit like a chameleon disorder. People can confuse ADHD for bipolar. At some points, even like psychotic events can be confused by the anxiety that comes along with ADHD. And the reason for the anxiety is because of, well, one of the reasons is because of how much people are kind of, well, treated badly as kids because their teachers think that they just aren't trying or something. But yeah, it's a little depressing. But yeah. No, they don't. They definitely don't. I found a really good one here. He just listens to exactly what I say. I was lucky to have my mum visit me once, so I brought her to the doctor with me. Yeah, I'll be quiet. So, okay, it's time for ASMR mode. Can you guys hear me if I talk like this? Can you hear me now? The baby is sleeping. I repeat, the baby is sleeping. Glad it helped. Yeah, me too. I'm pretty glad too. How thick should the neck be? Thicker than a pencil, right? Yeah, stealth mission. You can call me Solid Jake Paul. Wait, what? You said you have a Discord? I can't find it. Yeah, I kind of just do invites now because I had someone like tried to raid once. Let me just invite some people. Hang on, here we go. So, there's the Discord, feel free to join. Okay, so we need the spikes on top of here. I could just do them going into points. I think I might do that. So let's just... the question is if we need 3 or if 2 is enough, because we're going to need to animate all of this stuff. And I don't know. You're welcome, dude. Okay, so if we go to merge versities at center, yeah, I think that's a good. This is going to be probably breaking some of the rules of PS1 modeling because, you know, this is just way too big Too many polys already, I think. Actually, no, we've only got 438 tries. But it's going to be a bit of a mission to animate all this. Let's see how we do. I want to straighten some of these out because they're a little bit twisted. Oops. What's this? I thought I saw a stray. So, do you keep Colipart? Yeah, I do. Like, obviously it changes depending on the size of the thing, but I have this RE2. I use this tool to look at the models from Resident Evil 2. I use it to study the pixel pattern and how the texturing's done, and just how they project the UVs. Like you can see, for example, here, his face is kind of projected from a view like this onto the UV. Because if you look to the side, you see how the nose pixels go all this way, and there's this line here. That's because it was projected from the front view exactly like that. Same from the side, same for the back. Look at this. This is interesting though. That's in the actual model. And yeah, it's really interesting. Another interesting thing is that the pixels on the face are much smaller than the ones on the body. So they put the detail in wherever they could, and they made the rest of the things that were less detailed like this. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, yeah, I use that a lot when I'm doing people. You can get all the characters on there. Well, it has all the characters on there, so you can, you can check them out. I've got a bunch of stray vertices here, I think. How's this object going to stand? Well, I was thinking about having it kind of float, but I'm not too sure. We've got a nasty, nasty thing going on under here. But luckily we won't see the bottom. I think actually crawling might work better. I was going to have it kind of constantly spin, and these parts will be always kind of rotating around. Yeah, I don't know if I need it, to be honest. Maybe I will delete it in the end. And when I'm done with my models, I like to go around the whole thing and see where I can take out edge loops and simplify the geometry, and also make sure that there's not too many n-gons, things like that. This is going to be very interesting to animate. Substance Painter. Yeah, I've heard of Substance Painter, but I've never looked like too much into it, to be honest. Is it something similar to texture painting in Blender? Is it free, or how much does it cost? It has a steep learning curve, yeah. So does Blender, to be fair. Is it worse than Blender's? The sliding movement over the floor, yeah. So do you think he should move with his... you think he should kind of drag himself along with his tentacles, or how should he move? I was thinking he'll spin and there's something underneath we can't see that kind of keeps him going. It's the industry standard for texturing. Huh. And do you paint on the models with it? I was thinking more like it's some kind of mechanism underneath that's making him go like a Beyblade. Oh, that sounds cool. $20 a month. Oh, I really hate this trend of paying subscriptions for programs. I never usually do it, to be honest. Here's a cool tip. If you press some vertices and press G and then G again, you can slide them along the thing like this. I think I've got some overlapping vertices. 8, yes. It would be really interesting to see both versions in every game. So it's really advanced PBR material. Yeah, see, luckily for me, materials aren't really a big deal because of the aesthetic I'm going for. There really weren't that kind of thing in the games that I played, or the games I'm interested in replicating anyway. I'm just going to bend these out a little bit to make them a bit more believable. Maybe some of them will be more down here. Kind of looks like a flower, a pretty flower. I like this song. This is like the VR mission songs, isn't it? He's a fleshy flower of a cross dimension, yes. There's just so many things to paint here. This is going to be really funny. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, I'm so thankful you can get out with just loads of textures and not have a hard time. Yeah, me too. I thought about using normal maps for the kind of environments for a while, but then I thought, oh actually, fuck it. Because I wanted to give it that kind of pre-rendered style in the background, even though it wasn't. But the effect didn't look great when I tried it out, so I didn't bother. Okay. I should have a new video out very soon, by the way, maybe even tomorrow. It's a bit shorter than the last one. I'm going to be doing a video about how to make tank controls and also talk a bit about vectors in there, just for people who are kind of less advanced, or less, I'm not advanced, but just a bit further behind, who don't understand vector math and stuff, because it's really annoying to learn. If you're anything like me, it is anyway. Okay, so Now I've just got to create this thing in the middle. I'm going to do another object and I'll join them together later. We've also got to think about scale, like what size should this creature be? I think right, this size could be good. Been trying to make PSX style games for years now, and as of late I say I'm successful with it. Yeah, I thought about using the high definition pipeline. I'm using the universal right now. I want to find a way to build a jawbone. Ooh, it looks quite cool shaded. Okay dude, I might not be here. So, okay, well, I can talk a little bit more now because the baby seems to be not wanting to sleep right now. So, I'm thinking about building like this separate kind of jawbone. But getting those spiky teeth is going to be so like important. I'm not sure how I'll pull it off like this. Because it might need to just be a really flat texture for it to work. Ugh. Oh, hang on. So what is it that you find difficult about motivating yourself? Because I think it was you. Someone asked me how to stay motivated. How do you guys stay motivated to work on your projects? Because I feel like that's a really big thing to overcome. Now, this kind of geometry is way too complicated for what we're trying to achieve. Not literally, but you know. I don't really know. I tried many things, like using, yeah, I tried those kind of things too, but they really didn't do anything for me, to be honest. I felt like I was being more organized, but I was actually, it felt like I was just kidding myself, you know? Okay. I want to just get the outline as basic as it could be, and then we can start making things better. I never actually use, I thought of having a deadline would help, but no. Well, one thing that's really helped me as well, aside from being medicated, was starting a YouTube channel. As I mentioned in my video
how to make games when you have ADHD. It's super like cool to start a YouTube channel when you're making games, because you're accountable, and it's nice because you get feedback as well, and that's stuff that maybe you wouldn't have noticed before. You know, if there's something bad, people can tell you, like, oh, this looks a bit weird or something, you know, and that really helps, because it's basically like free testing in a way, you know. But you can actually see, like, at the start, when I started this channel, I started it and then gave up after like I gave up after 2 videos, and that was before I was medicated. And now I am medicated, it's just been like so much better. But yeah, another thing that I think is really important that most people probably won't like is not playing games. I only play games once a week with my friend, and we just play. We're playing Resident Evil Outbreak at the moment. Because that's the main way that we communicate, to be honest, is by playing games. So I was kind of missing him while we weren't playing games, you know. I noticed actually I was sad that you stopped, but then all of a sudden, oh, so you've been following for a while then, it seems. We've got like 2 dislikes on this video. That's probably literally because I'm whispering. Oh wait, I realised I don't need to whisper now. The baby's not going to sleep now, so I'm an idiot. Honestly, like, those dislikes are 100% because I'm whispering, I can guarantee it. Those guys don't know what they're missing. But hey, if any of you guys haven't liked, drop me a like to even out the balance. Okay. So I kind of want to insert this. Oh, god damn it. I keep forgetting. I don't need to talk like that anymore. I want to insert a face. Wait. I want to bring this like in a little bit. Oh, there's weird geometry inside, that's why. That's weird. Oh, god damn it. Where's the inner face thing? Oh, hang on. Clipping. Maybe I'll see it like this. Infatuation is fun and exciting. Determination is painful. Sometimes you have to realize your determination state. Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Isn't it weird how, like, we can get so attached to silly things like likes on YouTube? Like, now I have in my head, like, oh, what did I do, you know? But it's silly to think like that, because no matter how nice you are, or no matter how much you're entertaining, if you are entertaining, there's still going to be someone that just hates you. And I guess we need those people. Maybe. There's like, oh god, the geometry is just fucked in this. I don't know what I did. I feel like there's still vertices that are on top of each other. Maybe they didn't like my monster. They can help keep an ego in check, I guess. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Mike, how's it going? Everyone, this is Mike Rowe Games. He's also doing some very interesting stuff, so check his channel out. But distance... It's like... Oh, is it because of the mirror? Is something weird happening with the mirror? No? Hang on. Oh, that's a face. Okay. Yeah, it's true. Like, I think when I was younger, I'd say I used to be much worse with caring what people thought. I think we all care what people think in some way, even people that say that they don't. But like with me, I hate to blame everything on ADHD, but it kind of, I heard a bunch of people with ADHD talking about this, and it kind of makes sense. It's like you end up being very needy for people's validation when you have ADHD, because you always think you're doing bad because that's what people told you the whole time. You're always doing something wrong, and you know, so people end up kind of in that needy state in life, in relationships. I would say I'm much better now at stuff like that, but definitely has been a theme in my life, being kind of attached to what other people thought. Hey Mike, how's your game going, by the way? Ooh, this looks like a bit of a wonky thing to do, doesn't it? Can I share my work on the Discord server even though it's not retro styled? Yeah, sure you can. Just put it in the what I'm working on area. So far so good. I'm currently working on coding right now. Awesome, dude. What system are you doing right now? The head kind of looks like it's very disconnected from the body. I hope the paint job can save it. I need to make it a bit... Oh, state machines. I'm rewriting my state machine right now. Are you doing your conditions from within each state, like where it should change, or is it something you're doing from the outside? Like in a state machine controller class or something? God, why am I still whispering? For God's sake, I don't... I'm gonna get more dislikes if I keep whispering. People don't like that, Danny, you know that. Yeah, I got a state machine that I use for my character's movement, and I've also got a state machine for... Well, it's, you know, the same state machine, but for my inventory menu, inventory, but it's... I just need to rework it a little to make it a bit more kind of future-proof, if you know what I mean. Where's this weird geometry? You know, I actually like it. Wait, what do you like? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm moving my kind of conditions and transitions that way too. I was a bit, I don't know, it quickly started to become messy, and whenever that happens I think, right, I'm gonna refactor things now and make this actually better. Did you see my video about delegates and events, by the way, Mike? I know you said you were interested in watching. These definitely need to have some kind of some point. So just trying to get this to look kind of okay, because at the moment it kind of looks like he's wearing a helmet, and that's not the look I'm going for. I just got to look over my design a bit. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, I need to have this whole head kind of in. Not yet, but will. For the last 3 days I've been doing Easter events. Lots of sound equipment to move around. Cool. At least you're doing something to do with events. Am I right? Okay. Ooh, that's a funny loop cut, isn't it? It's not what I wanted anyway. See, this is the case where I'd probably be like, nah, it doesn't need an extra thing. But maybe I can move it around anyway. Or maybe I'll make the brain a separate object, actually. That way I don't have to screw around with the geometry too much here. But I don't know, I think, what would PlayStation do? I'm not sure in this case, actually. Like, I could maybe do an insert on all of these. Move it to there. But, yeah, can I do that? Yeah, is it just shove the face there though? Yeah. Delete that. Oh, look at this nasty geometry, Jesus. I'm very sorry about my Blender skills, everyone. Promise I'll try harder. I cut my own hair today, and it actually doesn't look as terrible as when I've tried to do that in the past. This is what the corona does to me. It makes me desperate. Desperate for a hairstyle that doesn't make me look like the Beatles. Like, I'm really unsatisfied with my hair. Oh, actually, no, now I'm not. But to be honest, I think it is a little bit weird on one side. Like, it's not perfect, but I'll just kind of comb my hair over that way, and then no one will ever know. That's what I'm planning anyway. Have you guys ever cut your own hair before? I was really scared that I was going to have to shave it all off again, because I don't look too good with the bald head. I got one of those head shapes that's like kind of very round, I guess. I don't know, actually. I got a big head though, like a big orange shaped head.
See, I hope this is going to be alright. But I'm not sure. I just have to try hard to make sure that this is really crantastic. Let's put it on there. Well, I guess this part at the back needs to come out a bit. I need to make this look less like a helmet somehow though. I keep losing my reference picture. Where does it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, there. I had some extra like things coming out of the back here. Maybe I can add those too. Is she alright? Okay. So if we add some little spiky boys here, merge, center. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to end the stream pretty soon because it's getting to be kind of late. So I don't know if we'll get to paint anything today. So this is supposed to be like the top of his jaw, and then he's supposed to have like a bottom part of the jaw too. But I don't know if I need to necessarily like bulge it out here. Maybe it would be better to just paint the flat texture on. Because... But I don't know. I really don't know actually. Maybe I can move this down. Make this the jaw. Hey, it's going alright. Going alright. Just trying to add some jaw now. At the moment I'm still seeing a helmet, but I think once it's all kajiggered, it'll be okay. It's got to look a bit more like distorted in a way. I'm trying to, it feels like I'm trying to model it like a, you know, any kind of character. When really it needs a bit of a bit more kind of edginess to it. Literally. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't understand what I'm saying. Let's have a look what it looks like smooth shaded, because that will give us a better indication of if we're going in the right direction, because everything looks shitty when it's flat shaded. Oh, there was one more, but I think this is okay. So I think actually the shape is not too bad. But maybe these could just do with being a bit smaller to match our design. How are you doing, Highwind? Are you feeling spicy? Eduardo, you're weird. Don't know if it was weird, but I try to stay motivated with engaging with people. Don't know if it was we. What do you mean? Okay. Oops.
Okay, I was thinking about making the geometry a bit more uneven on these side bits, just so that it's a bit less, you know, less flat. Also, Herb, could you tell me your Resident Evil list again? I didn't read it fully, and I'm interested how similar ours are. I'm sure we talked about it before. Good. Well, that's a bit more what I'm going for. Okay. See, that looks way better now. The head, I mean. Now that we put the smooth shading on. You cleared both games? Which games? What's wrong with YouTube? Apart from the obvious stuff. Now I'm up to stream. Oh, you were talking to me, but nobody came, right? Yeah. So, let's see, how similar does this guy look? Well, we actually had some of these spikes pointing more like inwards. I wonder, like, how I'm gonna do this with the bones and stuff. Because with this kind of thing, it seems like the best way to do it. Oh. I thought you were saying it as a joke, like the ADHD is doing the work for me. Because that's kind of true in a way, I guess. The head look protocol. That's good. Okay. And maybe if I flick some of these out a bit, it will look crantastic. I'm really hungry. I should eat something soon. Oh, actually, I should probably end the stream now because I've been streaming for a while. Thanks. I need to find a way to animate them nicely. Like, I don't know about separating them though. I don't know if the best thing to do is to make separate objects or just animate them like this. Well, I guess we'll find out on the next crazy episode of Doing the Thing, where we'll be texturing, hopefully. This one's taken a bit more thought than the last guy. Well, in Resident Evil, you have like every part of the characters are separate objects. They're not attached to each other, you know, which is why you can see the well, let me just show you. So look, Leon's arm is not connected to this body. The body is just a separate part. Same with his head and neck. It's all part of one part. This lower arm is a part on its own. This hand is a part on its own. Even this pelvis here is a part on its own. You can see that where it they clip into each other, see? They just cover the seams well, but you can even see here, you know? Even the feet, look, you can see they're not connected. So that's how pretty much all of the characters in RE2 are animated, but I don't know if some monsters use this method of, you know, when they can actually stretch and warp. Because some of those creatures in RE2, I'm thinking, like, wouldn't that be very hard to do like that? So, I don't know. Yeah, I've got the entire Resident Evil 2 in there. I think it works for Resident Evil 3 too, but I haven't tested that. All the items, all the guns. It's like a... Even some PS2 games, really? Well, I personally find it's part of the charm to have the separated limbs like that. But I don't know about for this monster. I don't know if it's like necessary or if it's gonna take something away from the design, you know? If he can't look like one connected thing. Like, I don't know, like all of these things could be, I don't know. GTA 3 had that? Wow, didn't know that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a point. I could twist them some more to the side and stuff. RE4 with PS2 graphics though. Because it saved mesh space, had to keep it simple, yeah. Like, I'm hoping this creature still looks in the style, and I haven't overcomplicated the geometry. I've tried to keep it as basic as I can. Like, the head is maybe a bit overboard, but I could narrow that down a bit. Like, if I wanted to do these tentacles, what I'd probably end up doing is making, yeah, each part of the tentacle a separate thing and having a round end on it, and then the end is just a spike, and then I'll make the texture on the tentacles not so extreme, so it's more plain, you know, and then I'll just copy them and paste them all around, and they can all move at different kind of rates. Oh, one thing I have noticed, I think the head should be slightly kind of down.
So I want to move this, everything above here, pretty much. Oh damn. I didn't select you. I'm too tired for this. Okay. I love Dead Space. The main reason was that they wanted you could shoot off limbs, and I don't know if it was the main reason, because they did that on like all even things that you couldn't do that to, but it's probably a good thing that they did it that way, so they could do that. Make it slightly smaller. Okay, right, I better stop the stream, guys. I'm pretty damn tired. Oh, in GTA 3. Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. I'm gonna end the stream. So we've got a good kind of idea about what's going on now. So let's have a look what he looks like in different color, if I can remember how to even change that here. I'm too tired for this. I'm gonna go to bed. See you later. Good night. God bless. I'll see you guys on the next stream, and I'll probably have a video out tomorrow, so look out for that. See you later, guys. Bye.